How's it going, guys? Untamed Game here. Welcome back to the channel, and I know it's been a while since this video, but I'm gonna make this one because I just got done watching the PS5 showcase that went down on the 16th today. It was at 3 o'clock, so it was about an hour of, well, close to an hour, about 45 minutes of showcasing games and whatnot. And so I'm just gonna share with you the game that they showed, also the price and the release date, and we'll get into it. So the first game that they showed was Final Fantasy 16, which I don't really big into the Final Fantasy games, but to those who like the Final Fantasy games, some good news for you is some Final Fantasy action coming into the PS5. The next game they showed was Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's based off the character from the Into the Spider-Verse character, and it looked pretty cool. I didn't play the first Spider-Man game because I don't know, I wasn't really in the mood to play Spider-Man, but maybe I'll give it a try when the time comes. The next game, which I also found interest, was an RPG game of Harry Potter called Hogwarts Legacy. Basically, I think you just make your person, you go into Hogwarts and you make friends with people, then you learn how to do different spells, I guess, and go out on an adventure in the land of Hogwarts, in some other areas as well. You got giants to go after, and Dementors that you can go up against and fight in this Hogwarts Legacy Harry Potter game. Again, very interested about this game. The next game that they showcased was Black Ops Cold War. They showed a little snippet of a mission in the game of the campaign. I already seen this, but the news around this game is that this Friday, on September 18th, you could be able to download a free copy of the Black Ops Cold War Alpha to play for the weekend. So I'll be sure to put up some Black Ops Cold War Alpha gameplay in the near future this weekend and give you my feedback of what I think about the game and how it feels and whatnot, to get my official honest opinion about the game. The next game they showcased was Resident Evil Village. I think there's like a backstory about this game. They showed like a kind of like a cartoon version of whatnot, of like a backstory within the game, and it takes place in like a castle-looking place. Maybe I'm wrong. Most of it was like in a forest. It was snowy and whatnot. But that was Resident Evil Village. The next game they showcased was Deathloop. It's kind of like take the graphics from Team Fortress and put it in this kind of weird. It's kind of based off an assassin type game. It's like cartoony and whatnot, and and it looks like a fun game to play. I could probably compare it to, say, Plants vs. Zombies in a way. It's kind of that type of game where you could just sit down and log on in and have fun playing and whatnot. So that was Deathloop. Next one is Devil May Cry 5, and again, I'm not really big into these types of games, but if that tickles your fancy, then happy for you. Next one was Oddworld Soulstorm. I don't know much about this game, but it looks like one of those games where it's like it's like a side. Like the camera's facing you and you're walking through these platforms and whatnot, and there's some people behind you, I guess. I guess if you die or something, then you become one of them. I don't know. I don't know about much of the Oddworld game or whatever. The next one was a quick snippet of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. It's just another Five Nights at Freddy's game. Next one was Demon Souls. I kind of put in parentheses Dark Souls because I'm guessing this is like a sequel to the Dark Souls games. And and the funny thing is that usually with these types of showcases of games, it would show you like the person like kicking ass or whatever, in the game. But this game, the person was going through the level and, you know, killing people with like one swing of the sword and whatnot. I thought, I was like, okay, this is kind of getting ridiculous, this one swing of a sword. I mean, it's realistic, but for a game, it's like, okay, this is kind of boring. But they show up to like the boss of the level, and it just shows him getting his ass. I mean, he's put him some good work, but then he gets killed, and it shows like the infamous "You died" screen from Dark Souls. And I thought it was like Dark Souls, like, I don't know how many games were there, like 3. I could be wrong, but Demon Souls, that was shown. Another quick snippet of a game that's coming to the PS5 is Fortnite. It's kind of like pulling what Minecraft did with when that game was going to be, you know, shipped to a different console. This is going to be the PlayStation 5 port for the Fortnite. No differences, no changes or whatnot, no Fortnite 2 or whatnot. Just a you could play Fortnite on the PS5. That's pretty much what it was. The next one is kind of like a service feature. I apologize. For PlayStation Plus users, you could play PS4 games on PS5. Like, you know, kind of expected this, you know, see. I was actually kind of wondering if we were be able to play games further back, you know, PS3, possibly PS1, PS2, PS3, bring like a full-fledged backwards compatible thing, which was like one of the main things that was like kind of bad with the PS4, is that the backwards compatibility was kind of poor. You had to pay a fee to play old games, which was kind of stupid. But you could, like, on the Xbox One, you could play games from the Xbox 360. You could play NW2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 on the Xbox One. Kind of totally took advantage of that and ran with it while the PS4 was in the dust with that. Hopefully that's still a feature. This is just a showcase. I'm not sure if it showed any like the main things within the console. And the last game they showed, which was like at the very end, was God of War Ragnarok. I'm putting it in you know, as like a subtitle, Ragnarok, because I don't think they're gonna call it God of War 2. I just don't see them doing that. It's gonna be God of War Ragnarok, which would takes place after the ending of God of War for the PS4. And the last bit of information was what everybody was waiting for, was the prices, and I have them for you right now. The regular PS5, which take discs, not the digital edition, is going to cost $499.99. And if you don't have that much money, you can go lower. With the digital edition, which you can't buy discs from, you have to download them off the console, that is going to be $399.99. I don't see the need of getting cases because I only have so few, and most of my games are downloaded games anyway. I might as well go with the digital edition. And the release dates for these consoles, for the countries of the US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea, the PS5 will be released on November 12th, 2020. And for the rest of the world, it will be on the 19th of November, 2020. So, just right before Thanksgiving's. You know, one of the main things I was thinking about while watching the showcase was the price. And I just looked back at what the PS4 had to show and what was included. And we all know that the PS5, when it first came out, only had 500 gigabytes of memory. And the games now, that's like not even enough. You know, if you were to get games like GTA 5, Red Dead, those are pretty big games for a console like that, memory-wise and storage. I'm just wondering if it's gonna come out with 1 terabyte. That's something I really hope to see for these consoles, is like the more advanced of graphics and things that these developers are putting in their games. It's gonna take a lot of memory to get that game into your console. And I feel like the only way that can make the, people feel happy is that they come shipped with a 1 terabyte hard drive, just so you can at least have a lot of games to download and not download 2 and have the game say, hey, you ran out of memory, gotta go delete some games. And probably there's like games you just don't want to delete because you play them a lot, and so that's kind of like what happened to me. And then I had to go out and get myself a 1 terabyte external hard drive to fit all my games for my PS4. So what do you guys think about these games and the pricing and whatnot, what I discussed today? And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Whatever it makes, stay awesome, have a good one.